News, my lovely, wonderful people. Depleted Supreme Court bench plot to deny Nigeria justice already on the rise, and everybody can see it. Nigerians are raising alarm saying, CJN, what are you doing? You can't do that. Apparently, that's what is happening right about now. They are reducing the number of Supreme Court justice so that only a particular number will be able to do what they want them to do. And this is what is happening. And Nigerians are beginning to, come to the knowledge that these people are being crafty. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. The Constitution provides for 21 justices as a full complement of the apex court bench, who are appointed by the president on the recommendation of the National Judiciary Council, subject to confirmation by the Nigerian Senate Justice of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, have a mandatory retirement age of 70 years of age. However, over the years, the Supreme Court have been battling to reduce the backlog of appeal pending before it as a result of the depleted numbers of justice on its bench, either through retirement, resignation, or death. For instance, barely a week after both former President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Yemi Osibanjo had decried incessant delay in justice delivery, the Supreme Court on November 29th, 2021, adjourned a 16-year-old appeal in respect of a welfare of Gowon Emirate hardness tissue to November 2023. At virtually every event, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode, lamented the depleted number of justice in the Supreme Court bench, saying this is not good for our judiciary, and its result heavily on the people because they will not get justice in due time and as when necessary. These things will be prevented, and even those who they are trying to, or the system they are trying to get justice from, would have eluded them. On September the 15th, 2022, Justice Olukayode, then as an acting capacity at a voluntary ceremony of retirement justice of the Supreme Court, Abdul Abike, submitted that the exit of one justice mean additional bench and the remainder ones, making the job more tedious. Still, the presidency have refused to appoint so that they can go for confirmation. A single drop in the number of justices had brought about a sudden increment in the workload, Justice Olukayode has lamented, arguing that the number of justice must be increased. The number of justice from 21 on the bench must be increased, as this number is not real. This has been the number before Nigerian population increase, and is still the same thing. As at June 2019, the Supreme Court had 16 justices, a development that prompted former President Muhammadu Buhari to write CJN requesting him as the chairman of the National Judiciary Council, NJC, to initiate the earnest of process in appointing additional 5 justices of the Supreme Court of Nigeria to full capacity of justice for the Supreme Court as contained in the Nigerian Constitution. Even that needs to be reviewed. There is a lot going on with our judiciary that is making the people see the judiciary as a place where justice is not being served. And this is telling on the trust Nigerians have on the people. It ought not to be so. And until we begin to put these things in order, Justice Olukayode says the trust of the people on them will continue to dwindle. And Justice Olukayode, I'm glad you are saying this, but the truth of the matter is, are you all ready to ensure that this truth is manifested. There's a lot already on ground and people are already seeing it and everybody's asking the same questions. Who are these people that needs to do what they need to do? For instance, our justice system needs to be looked at. There's a lot of revamping. If we want to get this nation working back like it should be, there is a lot in our system that we need to begin to put in place in order to alter what is already going on. If Nigeria will move forward, if Nigeria will make a headway, and if we are sincerely going to get justice, yes, it's not just the number of justice that you're talking about. It's way beyond just having the right number of justice, in their bench and what have you. I totally agree. Okay, you are feeling that the capacity is reduced. Of course, a system that is not working, now having a reduced capacity is worse. Okay, a system that should be of maximum capacity is now having less than that maximum capacity. Oh dear, then there is something seriously wrong. So when you look at the whole thing, you see for yourself that every single person needs to begin to, evaluate what we call, our own nation and our own system. We need to begin to relook at things again. And what do we agree, is the yardstick for development? How do we see these things? And what do we agree? What have we agreed to it will be the way forward? These are some of the things we must sincerely, truly pay attention to. For if we don't, then we have really make a mockery of ourselves. Yes, Olukayode has spoken with regards to the problem is currently, as the citizens of Nigeria, the problem he's experiencing, not having the right capacity or number of justice to get a case started and get it done, in utmost time, swiftly and getting the matter settled. I agree. And I mean, again, the problem or the blame is being passed to the executive. But again, my point is, if this, we are talking about democracy, getting justice from the court system, if we are really serious and honest with it, then we should go back to the drawing board. Why are we not getting the sort of kind of, justice that we can get? Is it because some of these lawyers are compromised? What can be the reason of their compromise? Could it be food for the belly? Okay, so if they don't judge in a particular governor or president or whoever favor, they know that that's their salary gone. That's their livelihood down the drain. So they need to, up their game, look for ways, and they know this is wrong. They know it is bad, but hey, what can they do? So you look at it again and you begin to ask yourself real serious questions. If we really want change, how do we go about it? Is this all the change we'll be crying about? Is this it? If it's not, then what are we doing in order to ensure that we get the right things being done? So it is what it is. If there is any time in our history where we should rise up and do not allow the same thing over and over again to be the judgment of our character, then this is it. God bless. Bye for now.